But now, I'd like to get to some more calls, so maybe we'll do some lightning rounds toward the end, but we got Harrison on with us for now.
Great.
What's up, Harrison? You don't have to think of anything.
Life itself, man.
Yeah, life is up. I'm gonna switch back to the main. Switching to my main girl.
It's great to be back. Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm glad you're here with me. Gotta find out where these weapons are.
I think you've been wandering around in that little house for like an hour now.
I know, trying to find the lay of the damn land.
Have you considered getting the Prima strategy guide?
You know, we had the first call about a bookstore, and that's where I used to go buy my Prima guides. Was at Barnes and Noble. I used to actually not go buy them. I used to take the trolley to the mall, and then I would skateboard from the trolley stop to the mall, and I would get like, you know, a fucking soda from Cinnabon, and then I would go into the Barnes and Noble, and I would loiter and read the Prima strategy guides for Final Fantasy VII and Resident Evil 2. Instead of buying them, I would just read the guide. Figure out where I was if I was stuck, and then maybe look up any tips and tricks in the side, and then I would evacuate, go home, having filthy fingers rifling through the magazine, never paid a dime. I was a horrible. I mean, Pikachu, if he worked at the bookstore I did that at, he would have called and complained about me all the time.
Do you think that guy who made a special order was ordering a Prima?
Maybe he was. Maybe he was waiting for a certain Prima guide to come in, and he was looking for it.
Or a Nintendo Power.
Could have been either of those.
Well,
what did you have for us today, Harrison?
I got a quick question for you.
Sure. Isn't it good, Harrison Wood?
Yep,
get it?
That's me.
Brother!
All right.
What's your favorite
Cody says it's here.
Film puppet?
Favorite
You know how they got a lot of puppets in film, like the Gremlins?
Puppet.
Or
the puppets. Oh, okay, so it's not actually like we call attention to it's a
No.
puppet, because I might say Tom Servo from This Island Earth, the film version, the theatrical release of Mystery Science Theater 3000. But
Like
okay.
a practical effects puppet that someone had to sit and build.
I mean, Yoda is
think
pretty
those
good.
things are cool.
Yoda's a pretty good puppet.
Yeah.
Frank Oz. I would also maybe gather. God, the Gremlins are good. Definitely.
I think they're my favorite. I really like them.
Those are your favorite? Of the Gremlins, who was your favorite? Do you like, was it Spike from the first film?
No, man. Spike's too out there.
He was the leader of the Gremlins in the first
film. I'm
film.
gonna say Gremlins 2, the new batch.
Oh yeah, Gremlins 2, the new batch. Were you a big fan of the
Gremlins
electric?
2.
The electric. See, if I was that electric gremlin, I would go into this grid right here, and I would just zap out the outlet right where my gear was, and I'd be out of this pickle.
So I'd say my favorite Gremlin, Gremlins 2 new batch.
Yes.
Tie between Wacky Gremlin,
The goofball.
the goofball, or the smart one.
He had googly eyes. Didn't the smart one mix a concoction and drink it and turn himself into a spider?
He turned another gremlin into a spider, one gremlin into a flying gremlin who became a gargoyle.
The gargoyle-like
gremlin into a
gremlin, that was a good one.
He was like the gremlin Frankenstein.
Now, he also was he was smart enough to turn the sexy female gremlin. He gave her a post-op kind of surgery situation, right?
Yeah.
That's
And
a
then
goddamn
she
smart
survives.
gremlin.
She survives at the end of the film.
She does
Female
survive,
gremlin
and at the
is
end of the film,
a-
he sings New York, New York, the smartest gremlin, right?
But then he disintegrates.
Well, spoiler, yeah, he does.
Well, it's like a pretty old film at this point.
Pretty old
But
film. I saw
will
it in
there be-
theaters with Indian in the Cupboard. It was great. It was a double feature at the Kokorian here.
Hey, good double feature.
Hell yeah, right? You got... What the fuck did I just find? It's a safe with a card reader.
That game seems very clunky. Does it feel clunky to play?
Well, I mean, it was a portable,
to shuffle around those guys.
Yeah, I mean, that's Resident Evil. That's how you do it.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
It's kind of clunky. You kind of shuffle. So I was clearly in the room with the patch panel that I let myself out in. This is the room that Parker was in. Hallway leads down here. Excuse me, Parker, as I slide you along the floor. The shadows in this game were always a little jagged. Maybe they'll fix that with the new release. But, yeah, okay, I think you picked the correct Gremlins 2, the new batch. Specifically, the Smart Gremlin. That was...
He had his own show.
He has his own... He did have his own show. I liked the voice actor they used for him. The way he spoke and everything was great.
I used to have a... Did you ever know about these things called Furbies?
Yeah, I had a Furby. I'm referring to the map. Excuse
like
me while I try to figure this out. Yeah, Furby was a 90s toy. It danced around, and you could get it to repeat you.
Gizmo Furby.
They did make they made Yoda Furbies, and they did make Gizmo Furries. Gizmo Furbies, excuse me, not furries. They were a little rare, though, because I remember those got taken off the market.
I had one, though.
You had one?
I had one. As a young child. Yeah, Game Boy Color and Gizmo Furby.
Gizmo was probably a character a little... Those movies were already out when you were watching them, right?
Oh, no.
You saw those in theaters?
No, I don't know what... I was just toddling around.
Just toddling around when Gremlins 2, the new batch, was probably pretty scary, seeing that smart gremlin melt down at the end when he's going...
I didn't complain.
Do you remember at the end when he's going...
Hey, do you remember... Oh, go ahead.
Do you remember that at the end?
Hey, that was pretty good. Yeah,
it's pretty good, right?
That. And do you remember when Hulk Hogan had to save the show?
I do, yeah. Hulk Hogan was in that. They also had Julia Childs had a cameo in there. A lot of cameos in it. Grandpa Al, Grandpa Munster, what was his name? Al.
Oh yeah, he was the. I don't remember, but he was.
He took over the camera with the Asian tourist. Very stereotypical Asian tourist with a camera around his neck, and they filmed the whole thing.
Well, what are you gonna do?
What are you gonna do? Okay. Well, what I'm gonna do is realize that upstairs is done. We've done it. Is there something in here with me? I hear towels.
I think you needed to find something.
This is where I fucking started. I know, and there's a card reader here. I'm looking at the mini-map now. I'm actually using the mini-map. It says that this gotta be where we're going. It's just gotta be. The chat's probably going crazy. Well,
no, they just like your banter.
Yeah, I think that's what they tune in for. Hear me get frustrated and whatnot. If I'm absolutely in dire need, I cannot get out of a situation. Oh, the weapon. Oh, he knows where they are, so we are going the right way. Okay, I need to distract this one. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Okay. We're in for it. We're in for it. It's too late now. Fuck. I should just start over again. Harrison.
Not a bad idea.
Now that I know where we're going, I'm going to start over again. I'm going to let this... I'm going to sacrifice Jill. But thank you very much for calling in, buddy.
No problem.
All right.
Go get your neck sucked.
Don't say it like that. Big dude. All right.